What's an important piece of advice you can give those moving into the real world? The intensity of your social life will likely change, and this is mostly a good thing, but be prepared for it. Being outside of school means that you're free from a lot of the weird drama that comes with doing everything in a closed system with roughly the same people. There is still drama, but you can almost always escape it because your life is divided now. You don't live with all your friends and work with them. On the other hand, making new social connections is a new challenge because you aren't thrown into a closed system with people all at your stage of life with many of the same problems. But making friends definitely happens. For me, wherever I was in life, it always took me about 1 year to make a new close friend. Patience is key. I would say you make fewer social connections, but a lot of them are of higher quality. A last piece of advice, don't view work as your only source or even primary source for friends, dates, and hookups. Try to keep part of your social life separate. Don't forget to take care of your physical health. Often people get so caught up in life they forget all about working out and eating right. Most of us end up in sedentary jobs. You don't need to train like an Olympic athlete, just being active 3 times a week or something is good enough. Maybe picking up a new sport can help you make new friends while you stay fit. Forget all the bullcrap you learned as a kid. People aren't fair. Working hard doesn't always mean you will be successful, but not working hard at least some of the time ensures failure. The police are only your friends when your life is in danger. Any other time or anything else, they're likely to think you are the bad guy. You can't afford to be sick now. Taxes are a bish, and no, they won't spend them the way you want them to regardless of how much of a keyboard warrior you are. A perfect job doesn't exist. Every job sucks at least some of the time. Get used to it, but do not let it destroy your health. Kids are more expensive than you think. Love doesn't always last forever, even for families. No job is going to last forever. Try to switch jobs between 3 and 5 years, and never take a raise based on the fact that they know you're looking elsewhere. The only exception is if you really like where you're at. You don't want to get complacent by staying at one place and not getting experience in multiple sectors of your industry. Families and friends will try to give their input on what you should do with your life. Don't take it. March to your drum. Do what your gut tells you and don't compromise on your values. Regardless of what you may have been told, you don't have to get along with everyone. Whether it's pheromones or something else unspoken, some people just don't get along, and there's no reason for it. Be punctual, like 15 minutes early punctual. If your boss says stay late, only stay late if you want to, and if you're getting paid for it. Salary isn't always better than hourly. Freelance isn't evil anymore. It's 2020 and not 1950. Don't listen to people who tell you to walk into a job to apply. Dating is okay. Going on dates with multiple people isn't a shameful thing because you're not compromising on what you want and figuring out what you do want. If you have a backpack or a briefcase, carry a travel hygiene kit with you. The world will thank you. Get regular haircuts and take care of your skin. If you're a dude and people tell you to stop taking care of their skin, tell them that they can worry about their own body. Go to the gym once a week minimum. Carry a small hygiene bag with you at all times. Take care of your body, sleep, eat well, etc. Your happiness doesn't come last. Take care of your health before everything else. Eat healthy now in order to create good practices later. You'll likely encounter pressure from people to eat a lot more than your body needs while you're out at a restaurant. Control your portions and you can enjoy tasty foods. Save your money, but put some aside for fun experiences. Work harder than everyone else. It's okay to not have everything figured out. You'll meet a ton of people in the real world that will try to convince you that they have everything figured out. The majority of them are just as scared and lost as you are, because that's the human condition. Your employer is usually a neutral party at best. Rare exceptions to this exist, but as a rule, your boss is not your friend and does not have your best interests at heart. They have you there to make money off of your labor. No more and no less. This is a business arrangement. Learn to automatically see this as the default. You need to look out for your own interests. Get a better offer elsewhere? Don't think for a second you owe loyalty to your boss. They'd replace you in a heartbeat if you keeled over at your desk. Similarly, mental health days are sick days. Don't trick yourself into believing that you're letting the team down because you need to take care of yourself. No one else at your job is going to take care of you. At best, they will do the bare minimum to meet legal requirements. There are exceptions to the above, and sometimes the right people or management can earn your loyalty. Just remember that you come first. Not customers, not coworkers, not managers. Do the job, get paid, go home. Never believe that you have to sacrifice your physical or mental well-being for a job. They don't pay you enough for that, ever. Half the job is just being there. Take opportunities to volunteer, join a service club. Work will often pay for a few hours of volunteering, and they will be lenient. Related, I was reading a workplace unemployment decision where dude was having attendance problems due to continuing education. Court said it wasn't an excuse to deny unemployment. Put thought into lunch and dinner. It is so easy to go out and eat every day for lunch and easy to grab something on your way home instead of cooking. Zoom out for a big perspective once in a while. Evaluate your life periodically. We are creatures of habit. If you have roommates and live like slobs, you won't really notice that day in and day out. Every once in a while, maybe every 2 months, really look around. What's your life like? Do you have a significant other? Do you want one? Are your habits leading to that or preventing it? Do you come home and watch TV or play video games or read endlessly and are completely one-dimensional? When's the last time you spent time with your mom and dad, family, or longtime friends? Try to balance stuff. Decide what matters. Make small changes so you don't go through life on autopilot. Variety is the spice of life. Sometimes hanging out with family you haven't seen in a long time is the last time you see them. Maybe they're moving and you volunteer to help, and then they give you $793 worth of fishing gear they were going to just throw out, and you're like, okay, thanks. Then you give that to your dad, and he's happier than he's been in years. You may have to live in a way that isn't as nice as what you may have been used to as a kid or teenager. You're going to be tired, you're going to need to work a lot, but keep at it and stay on top of your bills and expenses. Your 20s are the time where you figure out how to balance your work life and personal life. You're going to be figuring out what you want and what's really important to you. Don't worry if you don't figure it out right away, you'll get there. Save a scan or copy of all your bills and have a way to prove you paid them. For online bills, it's easy to save the PDF on the website. For things you pay for in person with cash, request a dated receipt every time, especially big things like rent. Ideally, don't pay rent in cash, but get a receipt if you do. It will protect you from eviction and false claims that you didn't pay. My college student neighbors had this problem with the main student who paid their rent to the apartment office. He claimed he was paying 100% and sued them for their allegedly unclaimed rent for the past year.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and comment down below your thoughts. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from us. We have more videos on screen for you to watch right now.